I'm sorry, but I just can't swallow this right now.
Come on, darling. He's hung like a sperm whale, for pity's sake. How can you not feel the part?
But Stevie...
How's my star director?
Oh, man, the struggle between the artistic integrity and the pumping action continues unabated. And before you ask, yes, all 4 videos will be released by their... Honey, can you please keep the Andacon in the shot? He costs more per hour than you do.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
I was thinking we need some kind of big stunt to really promote the launch. Something that will make a real impact on this city. You got any ideas?
Well, in the old days, they used to have gala events, stars, limos, the night sky crisscross with searchlights.
Searchlights. I got an idea.
Yeah. Well, little sequin numbers and the limos. Premieres. Oh, yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. And the press and the barrage of lights.
So it seems we've reached the end of the road here for the film studio asset, as this is the final mission for it, and I quite like this mission because of what we have to do, and what we have to do is traverse Vice City West's rooftops to eventually reach a point within the city to activate some type of spotlight mechanism, which is all good fun. Now, what's really good fun, though, is the title of this mission, which is a reference to something that I initially thought was some type of Pokemon or something of that nature, but it turns out I was completely off. According to Wikipedia, this G-spot, which is what is being referenced, is an erogenous area of the vagina, and its existence has not yet been proven, so it's really firing up my Pokemon theories here, and it makes me think that some sick freak from Pacific Log Town in the Hoenn region made up this G-spot, much like how he made up Mirage Island. You know what? Can you find Wynaut on this G-spot? Maybe some lychee berries to raise your attack stat in a pinch? Get the hell out of here.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Baneri! Baneri!
1, 2, you know what to do.
So something pretty cool about this mission is that you don't have to complete it the way that the game wants you to complete it. You're meant to use this PCJ for the entire duration of the mission, but you can ditch this bitch and use a helicopter. And that's what we're going to be doing on the main screen of this video, but on the bottom right hand corner of the screen we're going to have the PCJ, the normal way of completing this mission. And the thing about the helicopter is that there are 2 very nearby spawn locations for it, and if you're on the PlayStation 2, it's a fairly uncommon to rare spawn for this thing, so you might want to check as you're going up to the elevator portion at the beginning of this mission. You might want to check to see if on that helipad you even have a helicopter spawn in for you. Of course, on the PC, you'd probably get like 10 helicopters spawning up there because, PC Master Race and all that jazz, so... Anyways, though, the second spawn location for it is at the Vice City News Station building, which is right off of the bridge that you use to get from the film studio to Vice City West. I mean, we use the bridge at the very beginning of this video, so you can go there if you want, but it's pretty much likely, if you're playing on the PlayStation 2, that if the helicopter doesn't spawn where we got it, it's not going to spawn at the news station building, so... Anyways, I quite like using the helicopter. That's the way to go. It's much faster than the PCJ method, and the reason for it is because you don't have to worry about turning and anything like that, and you don't have to slow down for certain jumps. You can just fly right on through, and it's fantastic stuff. I mean, I love using bikes in Grand Theft Auto games, but it's just like, you have to do this mission multiple times to memorize what jumps require what amount of speed, because there are often times where you'll get too much speed, like right there, Tommy just crashed into a wall, and now that bike is like on black smoke. I mean, that's some dangerous business there. With the helicopter, you can take a few dinks and dunks before this thing even starts smoking, so you'd really have to crash just terribly to impede your progress for this mission if you're using the helicopter. So anyways, though, something I'd love to see is somebody completing this mission using the PCJ throughout it and without crashing or damaging Tommy. Oh man, that would just be so impressive, and I'm sure somebody has done it before, but I'd like to see a video on it. But anyways, though, we've reached our final checkpoint in the helicopter, and the PCJ is still strutting along there on black smoke. And for those of you wondering, what the hell is that song playing in the background? Well, aren't I just the smartest guy in the world? Because that song is called Elevator Music, and it's by the artist named Beck. and I started playing that song named Elevator Music when Tommy was in an elevator. Oh. And with that, we have now completed the film studio asset Mission Strand, and it's a bit of a sad moment because no more Steve Scott, no more Giant Shark, no more Candy Sucks, no more Sasha Grey or based Rocco Siffredi. Why? There might be some more based Rocco down the line, but either way though, Steve Scott, we will be getting a phone call from him after a certain mission that I won't spoil later on down the road, but I like that in Grand Theft Auto 5, they kind of give nods to characters of Grand Theft Auto past, because Steve Scott has a star on the Vinewood Walk of Fame in that game.
Tommy, Paolo here, Two Paso Amigo.
What do you want, Paul? I don't want any fake label clothes.
Very funny, mate, but you know I don't touch bank gear. No, I was just calling to see if I could get a part in one of your movies. Back in England, I did a lot of blue stuff, mate. I'm packing more heat than you, my son.
Paul, thanks for the offer. I'll bear that in mind.
Seriously, don't forget about me after all I've done for you.
That's what I'm trying to forget about.
So with this asset all wrapped up, we can move on to a different asset. So in the next part, we'll be beginning the Andy Kaufman Cabs asset by doing the mission VIP. So until then, I will see you next time.